Thomas.
Thank you. I have nothing but good news, but as a personal point of privilege, I would like to acknowledge my community research class, my graduate classes in the chambers. Can you please stand? Yay! They are graduate students at Prairie View A&M, the only institution in Texas with a community development program. Some have traveled from Dallas this morning to be with us, so thank you so much. Good to see you. So I have a couple of updates from the federal level that will impact what we do and how we do work in the city of Houston. The final fiscal 24 budget, federal budget, included a $2.1 billion increase to housing choice vouchers. Some of you may ask, like, why is this important? With the recent news of our Houston Housing Authority freezing because of rent market increases due to limited funds and the market changes, this directly benefits the Houston market. This will allow existing rental contracts to continue, also with the hope of increasing our housing choice voucher program by 3,000 nationwide. In addition to that, they have increased the project-based rental voucher program at $1.1 billion, which is significant. Unfortunately, there are some slight cuts to federal funds that directly impact our housing work at the city of Houston. They've decreased home funds, neighborhood choice, which is designated in District D, and housing for elderly and those with disabilities. So I think as we continue to look at affordability issues in the city, but also working with our federal delegation at the our Houston federal delegation to make sure that we can get these dollars to the street. I also want to shout out Houston Public Works and just let residents know that we are in the process of replacing sensors on your meters. Please do not be alarmed. We did receive some emails from residents concerned with people knocking on their door, looking at their meter. We are attempting to fulfill the promise to replace those meters, the sensors that are misreading your meters. And so they have been in Park Village and Park Hollow subdivision. So if you see something, just reach out to the office. But I also want to ask Public Works, if you're able, if you're going out into communities, give the district offices a heads up so we can share through our newsletters so residents can anticipate that there will be activity in their neighborhood. I also would like to shout out our congressional member, Texas Congressional 7, Lizzie Fletcher. Today, this morning, she will be voting on a community earmark that's going to directly benefit Rasmus Park. Councilmember Pollard has stepped out. However, this park has had much attention from previous council members, Councilmember Laster, Councilmember Pollard. When this park was in District J, after redistricting, Rasmus Park came to District F, and one of the things that Councilmember Pollard mentioned is that those people are serious about their park. And so I'm happy to report that that $500,000 earmark of federal funds will then release $500,000 of council district service funds so we can reinvest those dollars into enhancements of the park. And so I just want to thank her for accepting the earmark from my office, and then for the community to get ready because we're going to continue to invest there. So I'm happy to report that. Lastly, Shelford City, we were in the news last week, I believe. Channel 11 reported on an update on Shelford City. So I just want to remind residents to please a couple of things. One, sign up for Engage Houston, contact the District F Council office. All of the information is up to date. And just a reminder, we passed 4 emergency purchase orders in January, so we can have some supplemental work happening until the contract goes out to bid. So this information is readily available to you through your super neighborhood, through Nextdoor. We're very aggressive with getting this information on the street. None of it means nothing if you don't take advantage of it. So if you have any questions about it, you ain't got to call the news all the time. You could call the council office and we can get it to you, okay? Stop calling the news. We got it for you. And then lastly, at 12 o'clock, I'm hosting an inaugural International Human Trafficking Awareness Reception, celebrating the work in the city, and also expanding that work internationally. My students will be joining me as well. And so looking forward to that. Council members, all of you should have received an invitation for that. That concludes my remarks. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.